everybody, welcome to the Vitruvian Life. Today is Friday, August 28th. I have no idea what of dates at this moment because we just got back from vacation. Okay, so folks, we made it to Greece. Whew. So last update that I did here was the travel stress video where we just got our test taken, I think, or just before we got our test taken. So that happened on Monday before we left to Greece on Wednesday. We got our results on Tuesday. We were negative, so that was cool. So we got the documents that we needed and it worked out. So we managed to get to Greece, to Paros, and we had a great week again. As every year I talk about this trip, this is something we really need. This is such an important trip for us because we have friends there, and it helps us recharging our batteries so much, and we would have been heartbroken if we would not be able to make it. So how is traveling in times of COVID-19? Interesting, I must say. So we arrived at the airport Wednesday morning, and it was much calmer than it normally is, so that's one thing for sure. And then we had to follow a route, so normally we can go up very quickly, but now we had to walk through this was it a building or a tent that they put there with cameras that detect heat in order to see if you have no fever. So that's the first thing that was different, especially, of course, everybody had to wear face masks, which I believe will become the new normal, especially in these places, in the airport. I'm not sure if we will ever go back to not wearing face masks at an airport, and in airplanes as well. Anyway, we got through there very good. We checked in our luggage. I think we already had to show our test there. I'm not sure anymore. If we did. No, I think it was with the check-in, with boarding the plane. So afterwards we got through the security, of course, and then with boarding we had to show our papers in order to be allowed to get on the plane, which was all fine, so that was okay. So that was good. I didn't see anybody get rejected or something, so I think everybody was okay. It took a while when we were waiting at the boarding area. It took a while before other people. We really thought that we were the only ones on the plane, but in the end, I think there were about 30 people on the plane, which is still maybe 30 or 40, which still is not a lot in a big plane. So it was a smaller plane than usual as well, probably because they didn't need the bigger plane. So we arrived at Athens. I must say, in Athens I found everybody had to wear face masks as well there, but I found the other things a little bit less strict, honestly. But anyway, we had to wait for a couple of hours there for our flight to Paros. Everything went okay. I think there were about 20 people in that plane. So it was a much smaller plane as well, so it felt more crowded, but I don't think it was that many people. So we arrived at Paros, where for a few days there was also obligation to wear face masks everywhere, because normally there's a festival there, and after that night of the festival it was it wasn't mandatory everywhere, only I think inside buildings you had to wear it. But we were careful, and we didn't wear it every time. When we went to the beach, we had to walk, and we were the only ones walking there, so that's when we didn't wear it. But going inside stores or to get ice cream or somewhere, and still also in the more busy parts of the island, we wore our face masks, just to be better safe than sorry, right? But going to the beach and stuff like that was very fun, was enjoyable. It was less crowded than other years, so for us it was better, honestly, and we felt safe, we felt relaxed, and we went swimming every day. The weather was good, the company was good, so we had a super duper time. Only 1 week. Normally we go longer, but 1 week was a little bit, was not as long as we would hope for. So we hope to go longer maybe next time again. So we'll see. Anyway, it was interesting. The most interesting part happened to us when we got back. So going back, we had a flight to Athens on Wednesday and our flight to Brussels on Thursday. So we had to stay a night in Athens, and we stayed at the house of our friend there, of Simos, of which I mentioned before. And so we had his keys with us, and we could sleep there, and then we had to leave the keys behind. So in the morning we did that. So we took our gear, we put the keys in the apartment, and we closed the apartment behind us, of course. And then we went downstairs. It was an apartment. We went downstairs, and yes, someone had closed the front door of the apartment, and we could not get out. We couldn't get out, and we were already panicking, of course. That was like, no, what's going on? We cannot. How do we solve this? So we heard some noises in the apartment building. So I went up a floor, trying to listen where the sound came from, and I couldn't hear where it came from. It was silent suddenly again. But luckily enough, there was a window leading into the courtyard, where you had the balconies of the apartments. And I could see that there were 2 apartments with lights there. So I called out, because one of the balconies, the door was open as well. So I called them out. They didn't react. But I saw movement in the apartment on the first floor. So I knocked the door. No response. So I went one apartment higher. I thought, there's the balcony door is open there, so I might be able to call someone. And when I opened that window, someone was looking outside, and she motioned that she would open the door, luckily. And I tried to explain what happened. After explaining it 2 times, she understood what the problem was, and someone came downstairs to open the door. So that could have been a big problem, right? I could have missed our flight. But in the end, everything turned out fine. We're back home. I don't have that much color. I don't tan easily. I burn easier than I tan, but it's on the one hand, it's good to be back. On the other hand, I wish I was still there. Now I have a couple of days off. I have to go back to work on Monday, and that gives me some time. And tomorrow I'm going to film a playthrough of this game here, Everything Lost, which is a solo game. The designer asked me to do another video for him. I did a video of his game Club Stories in the past, and he asked me to do this. I actually was filming it, but I wasn't completely happy with the results so far, so I'm going to do it again. But if you're interested in that will be coming soonish on this channel. It's a pretty cool game where you're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse, but you're also drawing your piece of the town that you are exploring, and that's pretty cool. And it has a lot of events and buildings and stuff that you can do. So be sure to check it out if that's on here. I finally got news again from the second webcam that I ordered in order to do better stuff, in order to do better videos. It should be in supply September 3rd, I believe they said. And let's hope that's the truth, because the last time it was August 8th, I think, and it's still not here. I sent them an email complaining about it, and they sent me a standard automatic reply mail saying sorry, but not sorry. Anywho, weekend is here, folks. Weekend is at our doorstep. I hope you have a great weekend. Let me know what your plans are, and I hope to see you soon in the near future. It's good to be back here on the Vitruvian Life channel, live vlog. That's cool. So thanks again for watching. Hope to see you very soon. Bye bye.